What's up, Fed fans? Brett Wiseman here with our FPHL sim for March 20th. Starting us off, Battle Creek and Delaware. The Thunder.
Face-off number one of a great night ahead.
They're able to get it into the zone here. Right off the hop. This shot from the point deflects right off the crossbar. Shortly thereafter, the Rumblebees are able to get their first big scoring chance of the game, and Aaron Taylor shuts the door on a couple of opportunities. Later on in the first, Champlain wins the faceoff, and on the rebound, Ryan DeRossi cleans up the loose change to give the Rumblebees the early 1-0 lead. On to the middle going of the second period. Battle Creek working into the slot, and the one-timer shut down. The Thunder, after quite some time with no ozone pressure and no time in the offensive zone, finally able to get a clean entry and get an attack going. But Joel Eisenhower with a tremendous save on a glorious chance for the Thunder to keep it 1-0. Still in the second, Rumblebees. Taylor stops the first shot, but not the second. Sage Citron Johnny on the spot gives the Bees a 2-0 lead. Moments later, Thunder get a good rush going, but Joel Eisenhower twice says, "You shall not pass." Thunder are able to get another push, but Joel Eisenhower. Later in the third, Aaron Taylor stands on his head to keep Delaware in it. Later on in the third, Delaware is still trying to work back in it, but Joel Eisenhower continues to shut them down with another great save. Finally on the board, thanks to the wicked wrister from Anton Kalinin. One final chance for Delaware goes high and wide, and Battle Creek picks up the big 3 points with the regulation win, 2-1, thanks to the strong goaltending of Joel Eisenhower. Let's get to Elmira and Watertown now. Troy Passingham in the net for the Enforcers, getting ready to go as they take on the Wolves. Early on in the first here, Watertown on the power play. Sonstabo shoots, but Passingham says no. Wolves on the attack, working in, and Passingham blockers it away again. The second now. Jeremy Pominville, glove hand strong. Later in the second now, Watertown able to get some pressure, and Jamie Lucas gets the lucky bounce off an Elmira defender in front, and the Wolves take a 1-0 lead. The third now, Enforcers with some pressure, and Jeremy Pominville again. Wolves on the power play, and Passingham saves the day with a pad. Late going to the third now. Elmira with another push, and Jeremy Pominville kick save and a beauty. Under a minute to go in the third. Wolves with the offensive zone face-off, and check out Vladimir Port with the sick dangles in front of the net, puts it home for the insurance goal. Moments later, Elmira pulls the goalie, the Wolves get it, and Derek Boudreau finishes it off with the empty netter for the exclamation point. The Wolves win it 3-0, and Jeremy Pominville, staunch in net, picks up the shutout, and the Wolves pick up all 3 points in the Fed version of the Battle of New York. And now some good old Southern rivalry action. The Fed's two southernmost teams, Thunderbirds, River Dragons, Christian Pavlos in net, Patches in there for the Thunderbirds, and Cody Karpinski in between the pipes for the River Dragons. And we know how these two teams feel about each other. Pavlos gets the one-timer from the point with the pad, and then scoots over to cover up the rebound chance as well. Thunderbirds with it, right down the lane. Joe Osaka in the slot, shut down. Still in the first, Birds on the rush again. Klinetsky, the beautiful saucer pass, and Cody Karpinski slams the door. Birds with more pressure, and Pargach to Cangelosi. Daniel Martin with the wicked wrister up over the blocker side of Cody Karpinski, and the Thunderbirds lead it 1-0. Still in the first, Thunderbirds with more ozone pressure here. Jay Kenny slides it over. McIntyre's shot, and the rebound put in. Johnny on the spot. Victor Grebennikov, 5-hole on Karpinski. 2-0 Thunderbirds. River Dragons on the power play late here in the first period. They win the faceoff, and Christian Pavlos makes a couple of tremendous saves. Columbus still on the power play to start the second period, and Yanni Liriakos rips it over the glove of Pavlos and in the net, and the Dragons on the board 2-1.
And that
Still in
margin
the
is
second,
one.
Carolina with it in the ozone again. Dominic Fate stops, but Michael Bunn right there to put home the rebound. 3-1 Thunderbirds now. Still in the second, River Dragons coming up into the ozone with a bit of a push here, and Chase Fall is absolutely robbed by Pavlas. Thunderbirds still leading at 3-1. CJ Hayes stopped on the first rebound attempt, then his second attempt off the pipe and the crossbar. Under a minute to go now in regulation. River Dragons have the goaltender pulled. They've got the extra attacker on, looking for a goal, and they get one from Jacob Gerson on the rebound. 1-goal game. Not over yet. 14 seconds to go. River Dragons win the offensive zone face-off. Puck trickles behind the net. Jay Krupp looking, somehow finds room and puts it in the back of the net. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 3. To overtime we go now. A little over a minute to go. Vlasov in front. Parr got stoned by Karpinski. Moments later, River Dragons in on the rush. Here's Dimmitt, and he shoots it wide. Last 10 seconds of overtime now. River Dragons shoot one that misses wide. Jan Krivolovic the opposite way. He's stonewalled at the horn, and we go to a shootout. To the shootout we go now. River Dragons and Cody Karpinski getting ready to go. Michael Bunn first up, shooter for the Thunderbirds. He comes in, and he is stoned. MJ Graham, the first shooter for the Columbus River Dragons, and he comes, and he's stopped by Patches. Second round, Jan Salak, the slick mitts, and the goal. Columbus trying to respond to the bottom half, and Bondarenko stopped. Top third of the shootout, Peter Panachik stopped. Bottom of the third, River Dragons need one desperately, and they get one from Chase Follis. Round 4 we go. Joe Osak stopped by Karpinski. Bottom of the fourth now. Cameron Dimmitt can win it, and he does. Beats Pavlos with the slick wrister. Winner, winner, chicken parm dinner. The River Dragons pick up big points in the Southern rivalry over the Thunderbirds. 4-3 in a shootout and an instant classic. That's going to do it for our FPHL Sim for March 20th. Join us tomorrow as we roll through it again.